Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back-to-back carries here. Oh, stiff arm. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Back to the well again. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their life. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. First down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's
Yep.
a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, he's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first down, Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43. Completed over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
3rd and 1.
Now Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
3rd and 1.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Escapes the pocket. He calls his own number again. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
From the pistol, Hurts gets this one to Andrews. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles first down. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. Andrews with the catch. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Out comes the field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hits his running back. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after...
Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He'll throw it. He's on the move. He's running for it. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Escapes out, and they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Finds him on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing here, Hurts. This finds Smith. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Still sticking with the passing game. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock. Probably don't want to risk too much here. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. Flush down now to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
And coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. We've reached the break. The Bucs visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
On 1st down, Hurts has a man, it's Brown. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46, throwing the out route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. More slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you, but if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, the big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. The rookie from Florida in on that stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hurts to throw. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Back to throw, Hurts. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Eagles.
Hurts throwing again. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Two yards on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Kid, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage. But it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a 1st down as close as they were to the sticks.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Cooper to Jean with the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Give now to the running back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Zach Bond with the tackle. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short pass, caught by his tight end.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
14-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. Taken in by Smith. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Short side option here. He's running left. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So we're through 3 here. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Flushed out. Next time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
On third down, it's Hurts. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They've got first down from the 31. Back now, pressure on its way. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing off the play fake here. Oh, what a play! He adjusted to the tipped pass, reels in that deep shot. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now trailed by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. This is reeled in by Jackson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Hurts. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. The throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has him down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. He'll look to throw it. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Setting up to pass. That's caught at the 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie this game at 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.